What is going on, Knicks fans? I'm your host, Vigo Sports Talk, host of Vigo Talks Knicks. I have missed the last couple of Knicks games. I apologize. It's been a very busy week. The Pistons game, we all know what happened. We unfortunately lost. We should have won that game. The Rockets game, we were down 18 at one point in the fourth quarter, and we came back and beat the Rockets. And the Bulls game, even though we won, we were not good. But one key takeaway from all of those games that I have just said that should be focused on right now is Karl Anthony Towns. Karl Anthony Towns. He's had an up and down season. You know, he's one of the best shooting big men in the league. You're expecting him to go out there and score 30, 20 points a night. And that just hasn't been the case. His role in Mike Brown's new system has been a lot more different. He's being used as a Sabonis type of player. He's still getting a lot of rebounds. He's currently number one in rebounds. He's one of the best rebounders in the league. So is Sabonis. So I can see why Mike Brown's using him as a Sabonis guy. But when Jalen Brunson isn't getting his shots going, when the offense isn't going well, you need to put Karl Anthony Towns as that guy. Cat, look at Karl Anthony Towns and look at any other shooting bigs. Players like Shane Gooden, yeah, he could average 20 points, but compared to Karl Anthony Towns and other centers, besides Wemby, there's no other player like Karl Anthony Towns. You can see all these highlights. He could dunk. He's getting better at shooting threes. He's now shooting 50% in the last few games. He has the skills of a point guard. He has the handles as a point guard. He could pass the ball. He could rebound. He could shoot. He's basically a point guard playing at the center position. And yes, he does need to work on his defense because from what it looks like sometimes, it's like he's the point guard. They have him at point guard and he's not center. And it's a bad matchup versus any other center. So that he needs to work on. I agree with that. But people need to start focusing on how Cat is playing right now. And if you guys haven't seen the Shaq interview after the Rockets game, here it is.
Oh, Shaq here. You know us. We're from Jersey, so I always keep it real. At the beginning of the game, I said you were playing soft because I've seen you at times when you play great. And what you must understand in New York, you need to be great for you guys to win the championship. It's high aspirations. Yeah. You know, if you guys win the championship, of course they're going to talk about Brunson, but it's you and your play. You have to be dominant. You responded very, very well. You played well. You played in the paint. That's how you should play. You should always play great. Being from Jersey, good ain't good enough. You had a great game tonight. I'm proud of you.
For sure. But what you said, too, is if we win a championship, they could talk about anybody as long as we all get a ring. That's the most important thing.
No, but
I don't care. I don't care about none of that.
No, but you got to play great. 1-2 punch, and you part of that 1-2 punch.
Hell yeah.
Right.
But, you know, I want to make sure we all understand the biggest goal and the main goal here is to win. You know, it don't matter about who gets the credit or whatever.
I just want to be part of a ring. Nope, you got to play great.
It's true.
Get the credit.
I hear you.
Yeah, okay.
Legend, I agree with you.
All right.
I agree with you.
You know I got your jersey, baby.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
I could understand why Shaq was saying that. And I could understand Cat because, you know, you just came back. You guys were down 18 in the fourth quarter. You guys made a huge comeback, the biggest of the season for the Knicks. You don't want to hear stuff like, oh, you were playing soft, or we got to play better. Like, come on, we just got the win. Come on, show some support. But Shaq, one of the best centers of all time, a top 5 center. He's won a bunch of championships. He's one of the best players of all time in the NBA history. So if he's saying stuff like that, he wants to challenge you. And for the Knicks, yeah, he does talk about the Knicks a lot. But the reason why he's saying is because if the Knicks want to win a championship, you can't leave it all to Jalen Brunson. He could lead us to a championship, but it can't just all be him. It needs to be Cat and other players contributing to help. Cat, he's a great second option. He's always been a supportive teammate. When Anthony Edwards was drafted into the NBA, they put him as a second option, and he was a franchise player for a few years, and he was very respectful. He did not care, and he respected Ant. They were a great duo. They led their team to their first conference finals in who knows how long. And they did make it back last year with Randall and DiVincenzo. So that's good. Cat, he doesn't care what his position is in any type of offense. Well, he wants to score because he could score. He could score. He could get layups, mid-ranges, floaters. He could do it all. I'm telling you. He has the body and skills of a point guard. So, Cat, I know you could do it. What Shaq meant by that is we need you, how you're playing right now, these last few games, because look at these stats. After the All-Star break, even a little bit before, he was playing really good. We need this type of performance by you every single game, especially in the playoffs. Because Jalen Brunson, we know how he's in the playoffs. He could go out there, score 40 points. He could pass the ball. Cat, we need you to go out there, get a lot of rebounds. Mitch, the offensive rebounding, it goes to you. Because Mikal Bridges, all due respect, OG and Anunoby, Josh Hart, all three of those players, they're not second options. They could be third options, but they're not second options. So, Cat, it's all up to you. Mikal Bridges, he's inconsistent on offense. He could defend, yeah. He could defend every team's best player, but there's nights he could go out there and score 10 points, then 30 points, 25 points. Same for OG. He's our best defender, so he's going against players like Edwards, KD, Cade Cunningham, LeBron, Luka, all those players. But they're not second options. He could shoot. He could shoot for sure. It's sometimes his threes are inconsistent. That Pistons game, he was wide open multiple possessions, and he could not get nothing going. Well, that night, we could not shoot at all. But him especially, we need you to go out there, hit your threes. Mikal Bridges, he was shooting 40% at one point, but it's gone down recently. Josh Hart, it is his best offensive season of his career. But like I said, he's there for the hustleness, the defense, the guy that does it all. The Mr. Do-It-All, that's what you call it. So, Cat, when we win a championship or we win a playoff game, they're not only going to focus on Brunson, they're going to focus on you too, because you got to help contribute, be Brunson's sidekick. And I respect it. I respect to Shaq. Shout out to Shaq for saying that to him, because yeah, I can get it. What he was trying to hear it. They just came back down. They were down 18 and they got the win. But he wants to challenge you. So if you want to prove all these players, because Draymond Green, he's always talking about you on this podcast. He just said Cade Cunningham is the quote unquote owner of the New York Knicks after beating us 3 times. He hasn't won a playoff series in his career. So you can't say a player owns us just for beating us 3 times in a regular season. Yeah, you could maybe get own us in the regular season, but that don't matter. When playoff time starts, that's when it matters. Because it's win or go home. So you can't just say he owns us now. You said that with Trae Young. Look where he is now. He's on the Wizards. He's not on the Hawks no more. And he didn't even do anything after that season, by the way. Nothing. Trae Young does not own us. He owns that 2021 New York team, where literally only one player is on the team right now, Mitchell Robinson. And I'm pretty sure he was injured that series, so it doesn't really count. So yeah, that's all I gotta say in today's episode. And I love Cat. I've said a lot of bad things about Cat, I'll be honest, because we need you to go out there and be that second option. And if you keep playing like this, it will be amazing for us. He needs a contract pretty soon. I'm hoping he takes a team-friendly deal, because Brunson's contract is going to expire in a few years, so we definitely got to start getting ready. Same for Josh Hart and Mitchell Robinson. We got to see how everything goes. But when we win that championship, everything will go well. And I can't wait for that day to happen. This is Vigo Sports Talk here, host of Vigo Talks Knicks, and I will see you next episode, Knicks fans. Peace.